Law 32. Play to other people's fantasies. People rarely embrace harsh truths or slow incremental progress. To control them, you must offer an alluring vision of hope, romance, or rapid success. By painting pictures of the extraordinary, you will attract deep loyalty and immense power. So, what is the core principle here? The truth is often unappealing, tedious, and depressing. When people are facing harsh realities, a compelling fantasy provides an escape. So, the 48 Laws of Power says that the key to exerting power over the masses is to conjure up attractive visions that directly contrast with the dreary circumstances of normal life. People will invariably flock to whoever can offer them a way out of their misery, even if the promise is completely illusionary. So, what are the dynamics of fantasy? Mastering this law requires an understanding of how to weave a compelling narrative. Promise transformative change. People want magic, not the hard work and sacrifice required for real change. Offer an overnight transformation, whether it's sudden wealth, instant happiness, or miraculous success. Keep the group size large. Fantasies work best on a macro level. When dealing with large groups, it's easier to maintain the smoke and mirrors because you do not have to provide tangible proof to every single person. So, what are the rules for playing the game? To successfully leverage fantasies without being exposed as a fraud, you can use a few distinct guidelines. First, never promise specifics. Keep your visions broad and grand. Specific promises require measurable deliverables, which opens the door to reality, ruining the illusion. Second, keep your distance. Familiarity breeds contempt. Stay somewhat enigmatic and physically or socially detached so that the dream is not punctured by everyday interactions. And third, focus on the how over the what. The way you present a fantasy is just as important as the fantasy itself. Use emotive, vivid imagery and passionate language to sweep people off their feet. I do have to warn you about a trap in this, the danger of truth. The greatest hazard in this law is that people eventually demand concrete results. If a leader makes grandiose promises about easy wealth but fails to deliver, the illusion shatters, leading to immense resentment and backlash. The trick is to always pivot the fantasy so the blame for failure falls on impatience or outside forces, giving you enough room to maneuver and keep the dream alive just a little longer. That is the basics of Law 32 of the 48 Laws of Power. If you have not done so, I would greatly recommend that you go back and first watch the introduction to the 48 Laws of Power, and then watch Laws 1 through 31 in order, because each video builds on the last one. If you do so, you'll have a much better understanding of what I'm talking about today. And if you have questions, feel free to leave a comment or join us in a live stream. I'm pretty open to discussing almost anything as long as we can keep it respectful and decent. But I hope this gives at least one person a little bit better understanding of how the world works. And I hope to see you soon.